I finally perfected my technique. It took me years, decades, all that training. Not even the League of Shadows could teach me the ways of this sword mastery. I present to you Secret Ninja Technique, Ninja Bato Perfecto Cut.
Now I've seen everything. Hello and welcome back to the Ken OE channel. Today I'll be talking about the S.H Figuarts Ninja Batman from the recent animated movie, and I'm sure there's plenty of mixed feelings about the movie, which I can make a whole video about it, but it doesn't take away the fact that this character looks pretty cool. So without further ado, the box. Name at the front with his attack stance, more mention of his name at the side of the box with his logo, and at the back just a few photos showing off his beautiful tongue and also his other weapons. So without further ado, it's time to shine a light onto the Dark Knight, or in this case, Ninja Knight. Ninja Batman is out of the shadows, and he looks surprisingly good. As always with S.H Figuarts, he is wonderfully painted. The gold highlights all popping out of his armor, and speaking of the armor design, particularly his chest armor, they decided to make his upper chest flatter to accommodate his cape, but there's a bulk at the bottom of his chest armor, so in certain angles, particularly when he doesn't have his cape on, which can be taken out by removing his head and then just taking the cape out, it kinda looks like his chest is sagging, at least to me. But again, this could be just a minor thing which can be easily overlooked depending on your preference. And speaking about the cape, I've always had a problem with hard plastic ass capes, as you always have to have joints in order to make them articulate, but this figure did a better job trying to hide them than most. But you always have this split look whenever you push them further than required. But I guess in this case you could argue that that's part of his ninja look, not having one continuous cape but having three, because he's Batman, he can do whatever he wants. Also, it's sharp at the end, so play with caution. But apart from that, I'm glad they sculpted a lot of details, such as the layers on his mask, also the details on the back armor in case you decide to leave the cape off, and you won't have a flat looking back, which is great. All the creases sculpted on his pants, and the highlights on his sandals. And he has a muscular build as well, although proportion wise, I think this figure might benefit a little bit more with having the head just a tad bigger, because his legs and hands particularly are relatively huge, or maybe without the big cape around it, it makes the head look smaller. But once again, not a massive issue, and you know what they say about big hands. Now we know why the ladies love Bruce Wayne. Overall, if you can overlook those little issues, then this is a pretty good looking Ninja Batman figure. His cape shall be removed to demonstrate his full range of movement, so head and neck on a ball joint so he can look up pretty far, he can look down, side to side, no problem at all. Butterfly joints which can move forwards and backwards and also up and down. 360 arms, move outwards. The beautiful bicep twist is present, thank the ninja gods. Bicep flex, wrist 360 and move up and down. Mid and lower ab cut, so twisting at the top and at the bottom, and all together he can crunch surprisingly far and arch back pretty far as well. Side to side pivot, no problem. Be sure the leg is pulled down to allow for the split and kicking up or kicking back, or it'll be hindered thanks to his massive puffy pants. Thigh swivel, knee flex, feet twist, up and down movement, side to side pivot, and of course, ninja toe curlers. Moving on to his armory, he comes equipped with fist punching hands, hold my hand, and ninjutsu forming hands, a pair of hands to hold the katana, another pair to hold the kunai, and a pair to hold the sheath. And the kunai is the typical look you see in every ninja movie. It's also sharp, so you have been warned. And of course his katana and sheath nicely painted and sculpted, though the katana is a little thin, so be careful not to exert too much force or risk breaking it. And of course it can be holstered. For his sheath, unfortunately you can't sling this anywhere, which is a huge shame, and they even have clips with holes, so what I would suggest, if you're really interested, you could put a thread through that and make a loop, and you can finally equip the sheath to Batman. Hashtag action figure cheap hacks. And of course, he comes with an interchangeable head where he goes from just frowning at people to supposedly shouting at them. I really appreciate any interchangeable heads, but it would have made this accessory look slightly better if they added more lines to his mouth to show like he's putting all of his soul to his battle cry. At the moment, it kinda looked like he's just opening his mouth at the dentist or just giving out an enthusiastic cry. Fight. And here is the Ninja Batuman standing next to other figures. So, in summary, whether you hated the movie or not, you have to admit the design of the suit is pretty cool, which was what brought your interest to the movie in the first place. And for this figure, even though there were a few design choices I didn't agree with, particularly the cape and the sheath not able to be equipped to the armor, overall, this package brings a big smile to my face. I really like the design of the figure, there was sufficient accessories provided, and the figure was surprisingly flexible, and thank goodness for the cape being able to be removed to allow more movement, so it's definitely a nice looking ninja Batman figure. It'll be interesting to see how this figure will fare against the upcoming Figma figure, which also has a Sengoku armor as an additional accessory if you purchase the DX version, but we shall see, and I really wish one of the companies would make the original suit of the movie. Now that will be another cool looking figure. That concludes my review of this ninja. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, please help leave a like and subscribe for more content in the future. Do let me know what you thought of the figure or even the movie in the comment sections down below. I'm really interested to know your thoughts, and as always, thank you all very much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of your support, and I hope you guys are embracing your inner Batman and having a great week. Stay awesome, take care, and I'll see you guys at the next video.
Click here for video 1. Click here for video 2. Click here to subscribe. Click it. Thank you for watching. Arigato. Thank you.